Bring your palms together at the heart center in Namaste. When you're ready, close your eyes. Om Parthaya Pratibodhita Bhagavata Narayanena Swayam Vyasena Gratitam Purana Madhye Mahabharatam Advaitaamrutavarshiniം Bhagavatim Ashtadashaadhyayiniം Amba Tvam Anusandadami Bhagavad Gite Bhavatvesinim Mukam Karoti Vachalam Pangum Langhayate Girim Yatkrupatamaham Vande Paramananda Madhavam Paramananda Madhavam. Gently bow your head down. Bring yourself to the class. Prepare yourself for the session. When you're ready, gently lift your head up. Open your eyes, external eyes. Namo Namaha. Hari Om. We begin today's part. Which verse did we study?
2 verses.
Yes. We were at verse number 3. Pashyetam Panduputranam. Who is saying this?
Duryodhana.
Who is narrating? Because we have Sanjaya who is saying this. Sanjaya is narrating. So what is happening here? Pashyetam Panduputranam Acharyam Bhati Chamam Vyudam Drupada Putrena Tava Shishyena Dhimata. Drupada Putra Vyudam. Arrangements. So how many regiments in the Mahabharata war? 18. 7 of the Pandavas, 11 of the Kauravas. How many?
18.
18. 7 of the Pandavas and 11 of the Kauravas. And Drupada Putra here. Drupada Putra. The twin of Draupadi. That means also equal in strength and valor as Draupadi. Equal of Draupadi. Drupada Putra. This is what we discussed. You can, if you want to write more about the formation, you can also maybe write to me later, or I will share notes on the group about some details of the arrangement and Mahabharata war. So having seen the army, the Pandavas that have drawn up on the battle, King Duryodhana approached the teacher. Who is the teacher here? Dronacharya. Acharya Dronacharya. And Bhishma Pitama, the general of the army. So he walks up to Dronacharya and thus says, now verse 4, we will continue. Atra Shura Maheshvasaha
Atra Shura
Maheshvasaha
Bhimarjuna Samayudhi
भीमा
समाधि
युयुधानो विराटश्च
युयुधानो
तश्च
द्रुपदश्च महारथः
महारथः
Yes. Atra Shura Maheshwasa iti. Now we will see from verse number 3 Guru Shishya Swarupa. In verse 3, what has been established? First, Guru Shishya Swarupa. And after the fourth verse onwards, there is symbolism with many names, different names. So we will also take the fifth and the sixth, and then we will take its pada and shabda artha. Verse 5th. दृष्टकेतुश्चेकितानः
कीतानः
काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च
पुरुजित्
शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः
शैब्यश्च
Verse 6. युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्तः
विक्रान्तः
उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान्
वीर्यवान्
सौभद्रौ द्रौपदेयाश्च
सौभद्रद्रौपदेयाश्च
सर्व एव महारथाः Now 3 verses together with me, you will chant. Atra Shura Maheshwasaha Bhimarjuna Samayuti Yuyudhano Viratascha Drupadascha Maharatha Drishtaketuश्चेकितानः काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान् पुरुजित् कुन्तिभोजश्च शैब्यश्च नरपुङ्गवः युधामन्युश्च विक्रान्तः उत्तमौजाश्च वीर्यवान् सौभद्रौ द्रौपदेयाश्च सर्व एव महारथाः. अत्र शूरा महेश्वासः. Let us see. Drupada Putrena. Now, how many names starting from Drupada Putrena have been taken? We will count first the names. How many? Count and tell me. The first chapter will take around 24 names. The first verses will discuss 24 names. These 24 are also symbolic of the tattva of Samkhya philosophy. When we go towards the Guda Artha, what do we see? The 24 are symbolic of the elements of the Sankhya philosophy. So now we will take one by one, not the 24, but just understand why these names are put forth so expressively, just writing them in essence. We see the Drupada Putrena, Dru in Drupada is symbolic of Shigra Gati, fast moving. Dru in Sanskritam, Shigra Gati. The one who attains the goal in Shigra Gati, faster goal, is also symbolic of Dru. That means there is symbolism dependent on how fast a person progresses spiritually. Drupada Putrena, Dru here, the Gudhartha, the hidden meaning of this verse will be the one who is faster, adhikari towards moksha. Drupada Putrena, katham Dru Shigragati iti. And what are the Shastras? Sadhana Chatushtaya. Shastra is, if we take Drupada Putra, Shastra is, what are the weapons? Those are the Sadhana Chatushtaya. Viveka, Vairagya, Shataka Samadhi and Mumukshutva. Fourfold qualities of moksha. Viveka, the power to discernment or discrimination. Vairagya, dispassion or non-attachment. Shama Adi, Shatakam, sixfold prerequisites, and Mumukshutva, longing for liberation. So Drupada, here Dhru has two, Shigragati, fast moving towards moksha, and also is having weapons. What weapons? Sadhana Chatushtaya as the tool. And Dhimata, Gudhartha of the last verse. Dhimata, one who knows the true enemy. So one battle is outside, one battle is within us. So do we know our own battlefield of the mind, and do we know who are the enemies of this battlefield? This must be reflected upon. Here Dhimata will be a reminder of that. That do I know who are my own enemies? Now 4, 5, 6. Sadhana Chatushtaya, and those who are fulfilled with Sadhana Chatushtaya, all these names or people have been mentioned. Here Atra Shura, the verse begins with Akara, Akaro Vai Vishnuhu. It's also symbolic of the in Sanskritam is symbolic of Lord Vishnu. Tena Trat iti Atra, the one protected by Vishnu. Atra. Akaro Vai Vishnuhu. Tena Trat iti Atra. ऐसे व्युत्पत्ति करनी है. Atra Shura, the one who is protected. Why he is protected? Because he is moving towards moksha. He is sampanna with sadhana chatushtaya, fourfold qualities. Shura, who is this Shura? The brave mumukshu. The one who is going towards moksha is the bravest of all. So here Shura is to be taken as the mumukshu. Mumukshu is the name for the one who wants to move towards moksha, attain moksha. The one who is in sattva shuddhi, one who has mastered sattvic qualities, sattva shuddhi, and not just is having those sattvic qualities, but has become purified. Sattva की शुद्धि हो गई है, सत्व से शुद्धि हो गई है. कहाँ हो गई है? अंतःकरण में. अंतःकरण में शुद्धि हो गई तो बाह्यकरण आसानी से अपने लक्ष्य को प्राप्त करते हैं. Without the antakarana, purification of antakarana, bahya karanas, the external organs, the indriyas, the senses will not be in control. So what we say, you begin with the sattva. From sattva will come shuddhi. The embodiment of sattva will become or will give us shuddhi. We will become shuddha. This shuddhikaran will result in what? In drishti. Drishti to see what? Our own enemies. External are temporary, internal long lasting. So atra shura maheshvasaha Bhimarjuna samayudhi. Now Bhima, write the symbolism for each of the names. Bhima, symbolic of Nirbhayata, one who is fearless. So these names are the qualities of the one who is walking towards moksha. What are the qualities for Bhima? Nirbhayata. Don't just merely see them as people. Understand the essence and the teaching. So Bhima for Nirbhayata or Abhayata. Arjuna, straightforward. Arja, Riju, one who is straightforward. Yuyudhano, the one who is in buddhi and yuddhi both. Yuddha, yuddhi. Yukti, dhi. Dhi is dhimata of the previous verse, the intellect. Yukti, one who also knows strategy. अंतर समझ पा रहे हैं? युद्ध और युद्धि में क्या है? युद्ध कौन कर पाएगा? युद्धि. युद्धि कौन है? युद्धि तो वही होगा जिसके पास धी माने इंटेलेक्ट. धी माने इंटेलेक्ट. ये होंगे युक्ति युक्त धी, युधि. ये this is representative of Yuyudhano. We see this as a representation of Yuyudhano. Then Satyaki, Viveka, discernment or Viveka, symbolism of Satyaki. Virata, Visheshena, Shatruna, Ratayati, iti Virata. जो शत्रु को भी क्या कर दे? पराजित कर दे, सत्व में ला दे, वो विराट है. शत्रुत्व को किसमें बदल दे? मुमुक्षुत्व को बदल दे. So Virata. We often think Virata is something or somebody very form related. It's not form related, it is capacity related. What is the capacity? To be able to ratayati, virodhi, the one who is in virodhi. V is symbolic of vikalpa, choice. Virodhi, the one who is an opponent. Virata, ratayati. What will be done? Will be taken or brought towards becoming one's own friend. Virata. Surud बना देंगे आप इसको. विराट स्वरूप, where the other person feels humble in front of you despite being the enemy. So we से क्या लेना है? विकल्प भी लेना है और विवेक भी लेना है. और क्या लेना है?
विराट.
हाँ, जो विराट होगा वो क्या करेगा? मृत्यु सच में क्या है वो सामने वाले को बताएंगे. मृत्यु क्या है? अज्ञान ही मृत्यु है. The one who will be in the form of Virata will let the opponent know that मृत्यु or death is not physical. Being in darkness, in ignorance itself is a mrityu loka. So you rise above it. This is also meaning of Virata. वैराग्य युक्त होते हैं, तो वो वकार जो है उसको हम देखेंगे वैराग्य युक्ति. वैकल्पिक कैसे बना? क्योंकि वैराग्य था. So the V that you're seeing in Virata, first understand the Prathama Varna. Like for Atra Shura, the Prathama Varna was Akaro Vai Vishnu. Similarly for Virata, because every verse of the Gita and every Varna is having a Gudhartha. It's having its own hidden meaning for the spiritual seeker. Otherwise, we will bypass the Gita just like another story or katha. Then what would be the difference between Mahabharata and the teachings of Gita? Gita. Although the first adhyaya may seem like Bhumikatmaka, it is setting up the Bhumika. It is giving us the background. Yet, what background is there? What is Arjuna wanting? Freedom from suffering. Now he is feeling it is momentary, but indeed it is ignorance that is causing suffering. So this is the battle. The goal of this battle is moksha, freedom from suffering. So symbolically, what will the first chapter be? Adhikaritva for moksha. Please connect it like this. The first chapter of the Gita will be Adhikaritva, the eligibility of spiritual journey or moksha. But when we look at it in the gross form as people, we may say, okay, there is description about the battlefield which is going on and the names of certain people have been taken. But when we look at it from a point of view of a mumukshu, Vedanta, हमारे हृदय में स्थित हमारे गुरुजी ने हमें इस तरीके से गीता पढ़ाई है जो आपको हम पढ़ा रहे हैं, उन्हीं के आशीर्वाद और कृपा से. तो इसकी समझ होना बहुत जरूरी है कि जो प्रथम अध्याय है ये भूमिका बांध रहा है किसके लिए? दुख के निवारण के लिए. अभी उसको आप ऐसे मत देखिए कि अर्जुन के लिए या युद्ध में क्या हो रहा है उसकी चर्चा हो रही है. अर्जुन को क्या चाहिए उसको ध्यान में रखिए, उसको दुख का निवारण चाहिए. तो पहला प्रथम जो अध्याय होगा वो दुख के निवारण की चर्चा करेगा. महेश्वासा महति लक्ष्ये इति महेश्वास. The one who is not having only भौतिक सामर्थ्य but आध्यात्मिक सामर्थ्य as well. भौतिक सामर्थ्य जिसमें केवल नहीं है, आध्यात्मिक सामर्थ्य है, इसको हम क्या कहेंगे? महेश्वासा. इसमें एक टिप्पणी लिख लीजिए. मंत्र दृष्टा होने का सामर्थ्य. कौन सा सामर्थ्य? मंत्र दृष्टा या मंत्र शास्त्र को देखने का सामर्थ्य. The one who has studied the mantra and has experienced the effect of the mantra. महति लक्ष्य धातु. दृष्ट केतु. दृष्ट परभयंकर. दुष्ट दृष्ट. दुष्ट का विरोधी कौन होगा? दृष्ट. जो ज्ञान युक्त भयंकर है सामने वाले के लिए. Are we able to follow? We'll repeat again in English. Dushta, the one who is doing wrong. In opposition to this person, who will stand? Drishta, one who can see, has the drishti. दुष्ट में और दुष्ट में क्या अंतर है? दुष्ट who is not able to see the consequence of the actions. Drishta is the one who is able to see clearly. दुष्ट किसी भी ग्रंथ में, in any scripture, wherever you will come across दुष्ट, always remember this. Dushta is the one who is not drishta. Who has lost the insight is dushta. So opponent to such a dushta is who? Drishta Ketu. This is the correct understanding of this name. Parabhayankarah Keturasya iti Satya. The one who is also established in truth. Insight because of truth. Chekitan. किति संशये. संशय धातु चेकितान. The one who has crossed all doubts, no doubts, doubtless. So a person who will move towards moksha, how will this person be? Having no doubts, in complete faith and surrender. Ahimsa, the one who is also established in ahimsa. What is doubt? It's a hinsa on yourself. संशय क्या है? अपने आप पर हिंसा करना. ये कैसे हिंसा करते हैं अपने आप पर? संशय रखकर. संशय का निवारण कैसे होगा? ज्ञान से होगा. कौन से ज्ञान से होगा? गूगल से होगा? नहीं, आध्यात्मिक ब्रह्म ज्ञान से. तो जब तक आपके मन में संशय है, तब तक क्या है? हिंसा है. क्योंकि वो संशय सामने वाले के लिए उद्रेक पैदा करेगा या मन के लिए उद्रेक पैदा करेगा. The doubt will result in some kind of strong action for other person or for yourself. चेकितान, इनका बहुत अच्छा वर्णन आता है छांदोग्य उपनिषद में भी, प्रथम खंड में. काशीराज, काशी ही. कहा जाना चाहिए मोक्ष पाने वाले ने? काशी जाना चाहिए, ये बताने का प्रयास कर रहे हैं. काशीराजश्च वीर्यवान जब कहते हैं तो क्या कह रहे हैं? प्रीतंबरा प्रज्ञा जिसमें जागृत होती है, जिस जगह जागृत होती है वो काशी है. काशी जाना चाहिए, ये उपदेश है यहाँ पे. और मस्ट लर्न फ्रॉम काशी, मस्ट स्टडी, गो टू अ प्लेस, कंटिन्यू द स्टडी. काशीराज, द प्लेस फॉर यू इज काशी. हिडन मीनिंग फॉर दिस. वी कॉल इट एज मोक्ष भूमि. कुरुक्षेत्र इज war field, battlefield. Kashi is field for moksha, मोक्ष भूमि. युद्ध भूमि से कहां जाना है हमें? मोक्ष भूमि जाना है. इसको याद दिला रहे हैं. We also take this as brahmacharya. Kashi Rajascha is also symbolic of following brahmacharya. purity now at the level of brahmacharya while you are on the path of moksha. We saw the brahmacharya for grahasthashram. Many of us in grahasthashram here. What will be the brahmacharya for grahasthashram? If you are in grahasthashram, as per the Shastrik Upadesha, the brahmacharya will be followed when there is copulation from 4th, 5th and 6th day onwards up till 7th. You still have the benefit of brahmacharya. The copulation between parents who are wanting to have a child after marriage, how to follow brahmacharya? After the menstrual cycle of the female, 4th to 7th day is still considered as brahmacharya. Leave 4th, 5th, 6th and 7th day. Ritu bharyam abhigacchati. After the Ritu dharma, menstrual cycle, 6th and 7th day, if there is copulation, still considered as brahmacharya. वीर्यवान, रम, जो रेफ है, रम, सोलर प्लेक्सस, द मंत्र फॉर द सोलर प्लेक्सस चक्र, मणिपुर चक्र पे ध्यान करना है. रम पहले. वीर्यवान, सर्वाणि भूतानि रमन्ते इति रम. प्राण, प्राण की दृष्टि, प्राणोपासना करनी है. वीर्यवान must be focused on meditation. What kind of meditation? The breath meditation. उससे क्या होगा? तेज, वीर्य बढ़ेगा. सात्विक अहंकार, ब्रह्मचर्य से अहंकार आपका सात्विक हो जाता है. सो क्या होता है उसके पश्चात वो भी वर्णन किया है. पुरुजित, इस जो पुर में रह रहा है, पुरु किसे कहते हैं? गांव को कहते हैं. पुर इज ऑल्सो सिंबॉलिक ऑफ अ प्लेस. पुरुजित. So many villages in India have the name Pura after it. Places, towns, cities. Purujit, one who has known, who stays in this Pura, in this body, the consciousness. उसकी उपासना, कुंती भोज, भोजयति, पालयति, पालन करते हैं. इति भोजः. युधामन्यु, and so on will be discussed. Take a moment, just go through the names what we have discussed once. If you have questions, ask. We will proceed slowly. First, Pratham Adhyaya is important. We cannot miss it. We will go through the Padartha, we will go through the Vakyartha, and we will also go through the Gudartha. In Shankara Bhashya, it's all in Sanskritam. Bhagwan Adi Shankaracharya's commentary. Now, just read the verse that we have seen one more time. Go through it. इसलिए इनको कहा गया नरपुंगवः, best of the people. Because who are we as people? We are the qualities that we are carrying. How we are remembered? With the qualities. What is expected out of us after birth? Qualities. तो ये जो नरपुंगवः विशेषण दिया गया है, ये इनको किस आधार पे नरपुंगवः बोला गया, ये आपको आज प्रस्तुत किया. On what basis have they been mentioned or called as the best men? This has been expressed to you in today's part. And who is called the best amongst human? Here not to take any gender as men, but to take humans. So we see the names taken in the Prathamodhyaya. We'll discuss the 24 or are symbolic of also the 24 elements of Sankhya philosophy. Now we have seekers who have not studied Sankhya philosophy or not studied. So we will not discuss them in this batch. Next year we will discuss as per more in depth. Because when you study all the Shadadarshana, Sankhya, Yoga, Nyaya, Vaisheshika, Mimamsa and Vedanta, the Gita appears to you. Why? Because it's the essence of all Indian philosophies. Now only if we have studied all Indian philosophies, it becomes naturally easy for us to understand. But we are not limiting ourselves. What needs to be taken at this level, we are taking that fully and correctly. Even if you don't study Sankhya philosophy, that's okay. Through the Gita, we will try to understand little bit of Sankhya here and there. If any questions, please ask.
I have a question. So in the verse 5, this Drushtaketu and Chekitana. So are these? So they are warriors who are also present in the.
Yes.
Okay.
They are all warriors on the battlefield. So what is he saying? When he goes to the Acharya, he's taking the names of all the warriors who are present on the battlefield with the opponent army. In a way, he's telling himself or he's reminding himself of the wonderful qualities all of them are holding and how all of them are coming towards him. So there is a battle between the qualities. We saw in the previous part, what is the drishti we have to keep? Devi and Asuri Sampat. Devi Sampat, these divine qualities are seen. That's why he's taking the names, individually taking the names. Going to the teacher.
Ji.
We'll have more explanation of the same last sloka in the next part. That time we will see it's good artha. Who are those people then? Again, we will, in between, we will go to Kashi, we will come to Kurukshetra. So your journey with me is going from Kashi to Kurukshetra, Kashi to Kurukshetra. When it's time to be on the battlefield, we will discuss who they are as people. Then we will go to Kashi as a mumukshu. Take the meaning, come back to Kurukshetra. So are you willing, ready to travel between Kashi and Kurukshetra?
Ji.
Yes. Because my goal is not to just keep you in Kurukshetra, to also bring you to Kashi. And when required, again go back to the battlefield. Then understand it in the gross.
So here Kashi is related to like a clarity.
Place. It's a, yes.
Place.
Kashi is related
Yeah.
to the apt place for study. Finding a appropriate place for study. Like for Yuddha, for a battle, you need an appropriate place. Like for cooking, we don't cook in any other room of the house. We have a devoted space that is the kitchen. So for your Swadhyaya, for your study, what will be required? A devoted place. And which is the best place? The marker of that place, a
Kashi.
hidden verse is written in the Gita. Go to Kashi if you're a muksha. Or you study from the one who has been to Kashi or studied in Kashi. What will happen if you're staying in Kashi but you don't want moksha? Is it useful? No. So not just going to Kashi for Kumbh and just taking a dip and coming back. No. You have to be muksha. That is, you must maybe have at least curiosity of what is moksha. Only then visiting Kashi has some phala. Otherwise, it is spiritual tourism. That's also okay. There's nothing wrong with that. But you are not able to harness the complete benefit of that visit if you are not a mumukshu. Now, if you have understood this verse and now you are going to Kashi, after this, there will be more understanding of that place. It's still Satyuga. We say in Kashi, which yuga is ongoing? Satyuga. And in Kurukshetra, Kali Yuga. So we are going to move from Satyuga, Kali Yuga, Satyuga, Kali Yuga. There will be spiritual understanding. First few sessions, you will understand what structure we are learning. Maybe first few sessions, you will not know what's happening. That is also possible because I'm not able to see most of you. So I don't know how much of it you are able to grasp. But first few sessions, you will first know in what way I am teaching you. It will take time for you to understand the structure. Once you understand the structure, it will be easy for you to connect. Whenever I give references, wherever I am chanting. So chanting will be there, references will be there, the padartha will be there, word by word meaning, gross meaning will be there, spiritual meaning. We conclude here for today. Bring your palms together. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om. Take my Gita with you wherever you go today. Hari Om Ji. Namaste.
Thank you.